most welcome guest. I signed up as Sergeant at Arms for this next 6 months. And it's a duty that I did not want to participate in initially. But it's something that I feel is very important to do, as demonstrated by Adam, what Adam had done, and what Charles and other folks have done in the past, that we need to start the meeting exactly on time at 7:15, because it sets the tone for the meeting, so that we all feel by the end of the meeting that we have a great meeting, that everyone had fun, and we contributed, we learned something, we improved. And this, by starting a meeting at 7:15 in the morning, that we feel safe in coming to practice, and maybe sometimes didn't do so well, but we can keep practicing, so that when we go out to the real world, we did something we can be that much better. And in fact, the Sergeant at Arms role, you look at the hierarchy, as Nico is talking about, seems to be lower, but is equally important as an officer. In fact, the neat thing is, Bina set up a training for officers this past weekend, and I went to it, and a number of other folks here went to it. And that was a great presentation by Lance Miller on how Sergeant at Arms is the integral part of the officers to really make the club a great club. So this is a very important role. And the key contribution of this role is just to start the meeting on time, and to make sure that all the tables are set up, and to greet any guests that are coming, so that they feel comfortable in coming into the club. So I truly believe this is a very important role. That's why I participated. However, I cannot be here all the time. I cannot be here every week. But whenever I'm here, I will make a point that I come here 20 to 30 minutes earlier, that we start the meeting, we set up everything. But while I'm not here, I need help. I need help. Initially, I was thinking maybe we'll just ask for some people to do it, to be Sergeant at Arms, or maybe even back up on the officers. But the officers are already doing their jobs. So I'm thinking, I have a proposal that we consider, and I like feedback afterwards, that we rotate the role through everyone. I'll come up with a schedule, and then we can work with each one of you to see whether that's possible. And I'll do all the work in the background to make sure that something like that is not ambiguous, and we can come together. So every week we have someone, in case I'm not here, that someone else would be here to start the meeting at 7:50. This is, I believe, very important. Now, why would you even want to do that? To wake up 30 minutes earlier, or to come here 30 minutes earlier than 7:15? Well, part of the whole thing with Toastmasters is to be prepared. You have to, and this is a way of practicing preparation, to make sure that you know ahead of time that you have an obligation that you have to fulfill, and you can come here. Another thing that I think is very important, besides improving our speaking skill, is that we improve our leadership skill. And part of being a leader is to have people depend on you. People need to depend on you. How do you get into a situation where people depend on you? If you're Sergeant at Arms, people depend on you to come here to start the meeting at 7:50 and to have everything set up. So that's an opportunity for you to get into that situation if you're not already in that situation. But it's always good to practice. Everything that we do, whether it's speaking or leadership or other things, is always training that muscle. And that's why we talk about muscles. Speaking muscle, of leadership muscle, and that's just another opportunity for us to practice having other people depend on us, on one person to make sure that this thing happens at 7:50 in the morning. And the other thing is, we are all in this together. We're all here because we all improve ourselves. We all want to do our own things. But at the same time, we feel that we can help each other. So I ask that we consider this proposal, that I would schedule everyone to be a potential sergeant at arms of the day in case I cannot be here. And I'll let you know ahead of time. I'll make sure all the materials are available somehow so that you don't come in and not have anything to do. And the key thing is to be able, for that person, in case I'm not here, to start meeting on time at 7:50 in the morning. So that is the proposal. I'd like to talk afterwards and see how we can make this happen. And I certainly would like other feedback as well and other ways to approach this. And this is no way to hornswoggle yet into the situation. It's not a hornswoggle. It is an opportunity for us to contribute. Mr. Toastmaster.